Good morning. Well, I want to document as much as I can of this Cyclone Alfred that is coming through southeast Queensland. And I'm here with Van Halen, and I'm at the south end of the Gold Coast. And today, this morning, I can really feel the wind picking up. It's Tuesday morning, and they're expecting the cyclone to really hit about Thursday. But there is a real big wind build-up, and sorry about my hair, it's just a big mess. So yesterday when I went to work at Woolies, I got some water supplies, make sure I've got water. My fridge, which is just behind here, under the microwave, that's a pull-out fridge, so it pulls out on tracks, and that's full of food supplies, so I've got plenty of food, and I have a plan that if it gets really dangerous and bad, then I'm going to go and stay with my daughter, which she just lives down the road. So I'm not going to be staying in the van if it gets too cyclonic, kind of. They're expecting it to get category 2, but they are saying that it's intensifying, so who knows what's going to happen. But the important thing, of course, is to stay safe. So Van Halen is prepared as I can be. I don't have my bike on the back, which is a good thing, I think. It's just nice and clear there, so there's no bike to be swinging around or anything. I guess the only thing I'm concerned about is my solar panel, but that's pretty secure, so let's hope it's still there after the cyclone. Hey, I'm on my way to one of my jobs right now on Tuesday, and the wind's definitely picking up for the Cyclone Alfred. I'm noticing that Van Halen's really getting pushed and pulled around in the wind, and I don't even have a high top, so I can't stand in Van Halen. I don't mean I can't stand Van Halen. I mean I can't actually literally stand up in Van Halen. So it's just a standard Toyota Hiace 2009 long wheelbase, and it's my dream to get one with a high top, because I really find that it's starting to affect my posture about being in the van 18 months now. But yeah, it's a little bit drizzly, and the wind is definitely picking up, and I'm feeling gusts and the push and pull of the van as I'm driving on the Gold Coast here. So I'll keep vlogging the Cyclone Alfred for as long as I can before it's unsafe to do so, and I will be then in my daughter's home if that's the case, and hopefully everyone will stay safe. Well, I'm on my way to work. You can see I've got my Woolworths uniform on, and just washed my hair, so it's all wet. It's still quite windy, but the sun's sort of been out quite a bit today. It's overcast, but quite sunny as well. You can see these gorgeous crocheted daisies that my daughter made me. Aren't they gorgeous? They hang from my mirror. So yeah, this is van life working on the Gold Coast. So one of my jobs is night fill at Woolworths, and I do generally 4 nights a week. Not always. If I'm going away in Van Halen, then I'm only casual, so, but generally I work 4 nights a week. And yeah, it's good because it keeps me busy in the evenings. The team is really so supportive and friendly and lovely, and we all get on so well. And it's physical work, it's not stressful, it's just you get in and you get the job done. You're always just flat out busy the entire shift, and then you finish. And pretty much I get back to Van Halen and get changed and go to sleep, and that's how it is in the evenings. But it will be interesting to see how this Cyclone Alfred plays out over the next 48 hours. So they're expecting it to hit Brisbane and the Gold Coast on Thursday, and it's now Tuesday night. Let's see. Going to check the shopping centre out to see where there is a safe place to park undercover. Can be a bit limiting as to where I can go undercover because of the height of Van Halen, so 2.3 I think it is, and a lot of these undercover car parks are 2.1, 2.2, so I can't fit with my solar panel on top. So I'm just driving past now, and that one's 2.1 clearance, so that's no good. I'm just going to see if I can find a place to park up if things get crazy, and just to keep Van Halen safe while I retreat to my daughter's house if the cyclone is too wild to be staying in the van. So just checking out a couple of spots. I know there is a spot up here that's taller. Yep, so we've got a spot here which is like way tall, 3,000. And now we're undercover here. So I reckon this would be a perfect spot to park if I need to after work. So my concern is I get back from my shift, I finish my shift at like 11 o'clock and I walk out to a cyclone. So that's my concern, and I've got a plan in place to be able to call my daughter at 11 o'clock and say, hey, I need to be collected. I'm going to park up under this car park here, and Van Halen will be safe. Which I have to protect him because it's my home, and can't have my solar panel being damaged, and I don't think this car park would get flooded because it's not kind of underground as such, so I think we will be fine for any potential floods. So that is a good spot I've found, I think, to retreat to if I need to protect Van Halen. Okay, I'm ready to go to work. Just got to get my dinner out of my fridge. I have some butter chicken left over from the other night. Heat up the Ollies. Latch it so it's secure, and Van Halen's all ready to come back to tonight, and hopefully it'll be safe. And no cyclone yet, please. Right, let's go to work. Here, just washed it so it's still a bit wet. Oh well. Good old Woolies uniform. and I think I've been working at Woolworths for about 3 years now, something like that. When I went away in Van Halen for the 10 months travelling around Australia, I thought I would not probably return to Woolies. I have 2 other jobs. I work at one university as a simulator patient, and I also work as a NDIS support worker. And they're all casual jobs, so that just gives me the freedom to take off and travel again if I want to, but I am looking to lay my roots down for a little while on the Gold Coast and get a place of my own so that I can still travel in Van Halen, but it's going to be more of a enjoyable experience instead of it being my home base, because I found it quite challenging stealth camping on the Gold Coast. This is what a cyclone looks like. So much panic buying that we almost have no stock left of anything. Empty. The shelves are empty. Look at that, just nothing on the shelves. Cyclone Alfred, hey? Just as well I got some food in my bin. Okay, the locker room's full of, and getting ready for my shift. Okay, so I'm in Van Halen and it's day 1, night time, after work, after Woolies shift, and I came out of Woolies and it was reasonably windy, but certainly not cyclonic windy. So I packed up, stealth camping on the Gold Coast, and so far it's pretty quiet and not too much activity, so I think I'm going to get a pretty good night's sleep tonight. See you in the morning.